Now it's time to hook various connectors. First we install CPU power fan connector. Locate male cooling fan connector on the motherboard. Hook into it female connector which is connected to the wire coming from the cooling fan. Now we install power supply connector. Locate the power supply female connector on the motherboard. Now carefully look at the power supply connector which is connected to the wires coming from the power supply. Hook the 20-pin connector into the respective connector on the motherboard. If it won't go in, then try putting it another way. Before hooking, match the structure of both the connector is a good idea. Hook the small connector in the same way as done previously with the big connector. Now we install a front panel connector which includes on-off switches, reset button, power LED, HD LED and other optional components like USB port, sound port, etc. The cable which I am holding right now are coming from the front panel. Now read the manuals which come with your motherboard carefully. You see in this figure it is clear which connector hooks at which place. Let's install IDE LED connector. Look at the figure carefully and figure out at which position the connector is to be hooked. Once you figure out the position, just hook the connector into that position. In the same way, you can connect other connectors. Now it's time to connect front panel USB port connector and a front panel speaker connector. For this, look at the manuals of the motherboard carefully. Once you figure out the positions of the connector, you hook that connector to that positions. Now we install cables for DVD writer. The wire I am holding right now is an IDE cable. Hook one end of the IDE female connector into the male connector at the back of the DVD. Now hook another end of the cable to the motherboard. If it won't go in, turn it around and then try to put. Do not apply too much pressure as you may are putting it in a wrong way. Before hooking, matching the structure of both the connector is a good idea for putting the connectors. Now connect one end of audio cable to the audio jack at the back of the DVD and another end to the motherboard. After this, connect the power cable. This completes your DVD installation. Now we hook cable for SATA hard disk drive. Hook one end of the SATA data cable to the motherboard, SATA port number 1 and another to the hard disk on the space provided. If it has normal port for power, then simply hook the power connector. Otherwise, if the power connector is SATA type, then you have to convert normal power to SATA by applying normal to SATA power converter. This completes your connection.